Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of our EU4 game. I am Vindicatus, with me is Streetwise and
Hello.
Comassion.
Greetings.
So, when we last left off, I had just vassalized Leinster and Munster, and I'm working on Ulster, and my plan is to take the Irish island without firing a shot. Street, what have you been doing last game?
Right, well, last game we had a very successful war with the Teutonic Order. They called in my allies against me, Mecklenburg, which allowed me to vassalize them out. Grab some territory for Austria and Poland, who were my allies in that war, and was able to diplomatically vassalize another small one-province minor near me, so my future looks very bright. Unfortunately, I have rebels in Newmark, but that's not a big deal.
Alright, and Comassion, what about you?
Well, Portugal is very busy at the moment. In terms of wars, last time Aragon foolishly declared war on Castile, and Castile is showing them why that was a foolish idea. We ourselves are embroiled in that war, and we're going to try and take the Baleares on the Gulf of Mallorca from that. And in the meantime, while Castile is just distracted with Aragon, we are currently sieging out Granada, and our current plan is to annex and then release them as a vassal, since we don't want a bunch of angry Muslims having rebellions while we are working on our colonization game. And speaking of which, I just checked my tech points, and I'm about 20 away from the first admin tech, so I can get my national idea, and I should be able to start a colony fairly soon.
Nice.
Nice. Now, considering I have the King from Hell, I'm absolutely nowhere near getting that. But I do have him out commanding a army in the field, so maybe good old Henry VI will just keel over on the border of Scotland at some point, and I can get my heir, who is a 531. And the nice part is he's 2 years old, but even a Regency Council would still be better than old Henry VI.
Anything is better than Henry VI.
All right.
Henry's bad.
I don't think you can get another ruler as
Go ahead and
bad as him.
fire this off. No, he's a 000.
All
He's about as bad as he gets.
There we go.
Ooh, Brandenburg has a new rival. Ooh.
I do indeed. They're getting kind of ornery over here, but luckily I didn't even have to core Newmark because I got it in a mission, so that was kind of slick.
I mean, in all your time playing, have you ever seen a leader with all zeros except for that guy?
No.
Yeah, I don't even think it happens randomly.
That's just... if you are the leader who has been immortalized in a video game as a 000, in Chris Rock's speech, I think you screwed up.
Yeah, your place in history is not a well-respected one. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I'm pretty sure at least Hitler would get a 2 in military,
All right.
Hitler would get some admin points too, man.
Yeah, probably. And, certainly no Diplo, but, Irish culture is not accepted in England.
It'll take a while. I think you have to get the entire island, and then it might get accepted.
It's my island.
All right. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and tech up as well. While I was in war, I had no events, so I was able to tech up all 3 of my technologies.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I would give Hitler some Diplo too, because he did end up vassalizing with the Balkans.
You guys are ridiculous. All right. First idea group for Brandenburg. I obviously don't want military tech.
Portugal, I got an idea. Quest for the New World. Done.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm considering influence for extra income from vassals. I really like the vassal game, and I'm going to end up with a lot of them through my career. And it also gives me extra Diplo relations and stuff at the end.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Alright, so yeah, Brandenburg is going influence right off the bat.
What's that? Gain 1 stability and prestige for 60 ducats? Hell yeah.
Dem ducat stuff.
Sign me up for that. Alright, so let's see. I think we're about to start our very first conquest here. Oh, no, I need a Casus Belli.
Where are you going, England?
I'm going to Scotland. Where else would I be?
The Scots. They never have a good time.
Portugal has a colonist.
Oh, snap.
We're going to go for Rio de Oro, because I think that's the only place I can reach right now. So a little bit of Africa to start our journey.
Ooh, Denmark has annexed Holstein. That's not good.
Holy
Yeah, they're getting
crap.
bigger.
There's a lot of angry natives in Rio de Oro.
Yes, there are. A good place to go is if you look at your island out in the Sea of Azores, or the Azores. If you go northwest, I believe it's 2 ocean provinces, you can find
Bermuda?
Bermuda. There we go.
Yeah,
There's no natives on that.
That's a good idea, except it's terra incognita, and I don't have
Explorer
yet. So,
If you keep sending
off
your
Rio de Oro.
exploration ship there, you might get it. It does pop off on occasion.
Oh, good to know. Well, we've already started the colony, and we have some military troops there to make it happen, so we're doing it.
Awesome.
But good to know for next time, and I might hit Bermuda next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can hit Bermuda, that gives me a great jump-off point for all kinds of other colonies.
And then you don't have to deal with stuff up in...
Infante Pedro embarrasses the court. Screw you.
Not Pedro.
Forced stability help. Damn, Pedro. What are you
Forced
doing,
stability?
Pedro? No, forced stability help.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said
yes.
4. And I was like,
Pedro
"Ugh."
wasn't that bad. Oh my god.
Pedro is a horrible human being. Holy man.
King Infante Pedro the Avis, even.
What would you have to do at a royal ball to get a forced stability hit?
Probably something horrible.
So, your
You'd have
guy,
to rape a queen.
James Lancaster, would ascend the throne. Sounds awfully like Jaime Lannister to me.
That sounds awesome, actually. Let's do this. Oh man, who do I want to get involved with now?
Please, kill my king already.
I am 7 years out from a Diplo annex for my vassals. That's a ways out.
I love how the fact that Connacht and Ulster are at war with each other, but they're not doing anything because they both have 3 troops.
Well, I think it's time to pop this war off with Pomerania. They've got weak allies, Bremen and Oldenburg, which can probably only support like a 3-stack each. And they are part of the HRE, but I can get Austria to go to war with them with me, so we'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, once you can start getting some of that coastal territory, you're in. Up.
Yep, and I can start trading in the Lubeck node. I think I'm just going to call Austria in on this one, so I can get them to come help.
So I'm still about halfway through getting my Casus Belli. Wow, what the hell's going on in Brittany? Jesus.
Brittany. Oh, they're having some rebels.
Yeah, just a few.
So many friends.
Breton noble rebels.
Ah. Marketplaces.
We won the siege of Granada. Ooh. See, the thing is, if I just make him a straight vassal, that's only 50 Diplo power. If I annex him, that's 150. And right now, I would really like to get a conquistador.
Conquistador the Explorer.
Ew.
See what I did there?
I think I'm just going to vassalize him and deal with... the
No,
ramifications of
Urkel
that.
died.
Urkel died. What?
Urkel, my general.
Oh no. Not Steve.
That's horrible. Or horrible.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
You know what? Yeah, they're angry at me and stuff, but that'll all go away in a couple years.
Will it? Oh, will it?
Only if they don't try to declare independence from me. But they shouldn't do that, because then if they declare independence from me, then Castile will just eat them. I mean, Granada's pretty screwed. I wonder if you could get a game on with Granada. That'd be a hell of a tough start.
Why would you want to?
So you can plaster the word Granada all over the map if you win?
Hey, you did it with the Papal States, so why not Granada, right?
Because it looks like Granada has no ready and willing allies to play political games with. They're just sitting in front of Castile who will eat them.
That's true. I guess everybody does
Da-da-da.
like the Pope. Well, most people like the Pope.
If you had a
Everyone's gotta
player
love
helping
Pope.
you like Aragon, you might pull it off.
Dat
Or maybe if you got
Pope,
Aragon on your side.
Dat Pope dough. Alright, this war is won. That was fast. Just gotta siege things out. I'm tempted to take more vassals in this.
And you
But
were
I'm
right. I
already
discovered
next.
Bermuda by having my ship sit there. That is a nice... No, wait. No,
Yeah. Oh, you
Well, I
can.
will keep trying.
Yep, just keep moving him back in and out, and it's a chance, this minor chance you can do it. It's
Oh, you
pretty
need to move in and out, not just sit there?
cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Got to give him the old in out.
Yes. Oh, is it worth going for more diplomatic relations to get more vassals?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm already maxed out.
it's a tough game for you. It's
really
all about
is.
dim vassals and alliances. So
Yeah, because I mean, if I can pull more vassals in, that's less people I have to deal with in the future.
yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
I really like having the additional diplomatic relations for vassals whenever I play almost any European country. I'm really bad about... I almost don't take any other idea other than diplomatic if I'm like France or Burgundy or the Papal States or anything like that.
Well, I mean, influence ideas are fantastic because you get extra income in addition to the extra diplo relation at the very end. So you get extra income, and at the near the end of it, you get extra force limits. They get another third over. So it's just more troops for your vassals to throw around and more income for you, and it's really a solid idea.
Oh, look at that! France went to war with me.
Oh, poor France. They are losing that war with Burgundy, though.
Well, I discovered Bermuda. You were right about that trick. That is nice. So basically what you're saying is I should just sail this explorer up and down the coast and he'll just discover a bunch of crap for me.
Yep, he certainly will.
Good
And if
to
you can
know.
grab Bermuda, it's a great stepping off point for you because there's no troops there. You can just send a colonist and then pull them back. And it doesn't matter how long it takes because you can just keep going.
Yeah, good idea. My colonial range isn't far enough to actually hit it yet, but first chance I get, I will do that.
Yep.
Yeah, no natives. Must have been an uninhabited island.
Or they're really happy to see you.
Well, boo! I lost a couple of ships out of that, but oh well.
What a glorious fight.
So I noticed that my little army here in Portugal has the option to attack natives for 40 military power. What does that do?
What it does is it kills all the natives there. It drops the native population down to 0. So you don't ever have revolutions anymore, but you don't get a population or a manpower bonus when you take the place as a core. When you finish the colonization, all of those natives, or a percentage of those natives, go into your manpower for the island or the area.
Okay, so generally I don't want to do it because it's going to suck military power. As long as they have the troops
Correct.
to actually garrison the colonies. All right.
Yes, correct. If you're not doing like spam colonies, and you're just sending a colonist, getting the troops there, killing all the natives, and then pulling the colonist out to keep spamming colonies around, the best way to do it is to save it and get that manpower boost at the end.
See, this is why I like playing with other players, because if I didn't do that, I'd probably just, try it out and just be murdering people on accident, and it's a mistake.
Well, there's nothing wrong with murdering the natives.
I mean, actually, that was the tradition. That was the usual MO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing is, you get a pop-up as soon as you get to the New World asking how you want to deal with the natives. You can either trade with them, deal with them peaceably, or like destroy them. And if you destroy them, you get more colonists, but you don't get the manpower bonus at the end of any colonization. So it behooves you to kill the natives at every location because you don't get their bonus anyways. If you want to go that route. Otherwise, you can use trade, and it gives you more trade, or it gives you a trade modifier on your trade value, I think. And you can also choose the peaceable stuff, which increases the manpower that you get out of it. So it just depends on what kind of footing you want in the new world for your colonies.
Interesting. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so it gives you a couple options.
I see that the colonial game in this is as deep as everything else.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on. And thank you, Austria, for moving off of Oldenburg. I am extremely tempted to take these vassals, and I think I'm going to, and just take the Diplo hit. I'm not going to get Diplo checks for a while anyways, because I got to get up there, so...
The Lollard heretics. Like, I'm actually going to let them turn my country upside down.
Alright, I have vassalized Bremen.
Very nice.
Those dang Lollards. I tell you what, man.
Can't take them anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I see you are giving William Wallace a hard time up there.
Yes, yes. The war has gone to carpet sieging, so, you know.
There you go. I don't think I'll be vassalizing Oldenburg. I think I'm just going to release them.
Looks like Castile's war with Aragon ended with nothing. I guess because it was a defensive war, the AI just wanted to teach him a lesson and then not actually take anything.
That's interesting. Usually they want to take at least something.
No, they didn't seem to take a single province. I mean, you can look, but I think
Yeah,
the
that's
borders
strange.
are unchanged. I mean,
Sardinia got
seized
released.
that too. Oh, did they?
They took.
Yes,
yeah,
they did.
Sardinia got released.
Okay.
As did Sicily. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they took a heavy price. Never mind. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at
That's
part of the
really
map.
nice. I bet you Spain vassalizes those in short order. That's what I'd do. And because they've got coastal routes to them in their islands, they probably are within that distance modifier that you get. So that's really slick. Ooh, I just got a nice little leader. 433.
Boy, I'm just waiting on these sieges here. Any day now.
I think Portugal is the first country I've played where I don't feel like I'm hurting for diplomatic relations. I just kind of cozy up to Castile and England, and that's that. And I guess I'll probably just save the others for my dealing in the New World. I also start with 5, which is nice.
Alright, gotta get ready to take Pomerania here.
Actually, I'm a little shocked that France even came in on this war. I guess it's because they wanted my mainland provinces.
Yeah, they'll go after you. They were winning that war with Burgundy, so it was all over by the time you called in.
Yeah, well. Oh my god, I have a diplomatic upgrade.
It's unfortunate that Castile was at war with Aragon when France war decked on Burgundy, because Burgundy could have called Castile in, and that would have been a much better war for them. But what you gonna do?
When Sheriff John Brown come for you?
Oh my gosh.
What, little inner circle?
Wave of obscurantism. It's always fun having to choose between prestige and revolt risk.
Right?
I usually take the prestige hit but I don't know. Portugal's pretty stable. I'll take the prestige for now, but later on I might go revolt risk.
My manpower's getting low. It's never good.
Because you keep fighting wars.
I do not fight them Deus Volt. Alright, Deus Volt.
The Holy English Empire.
Exactly.
Alright, we are done with Pomeranian conquest. We are going for full annexation, which is going to get interesting, but yeah, here it goes. Boom shakalaka. Making them cores. And there goes the coalition. Hopefully we'll be okay. There's not too much that's coming at me right now. Uh-oh.
Man,
Looks
my
like
African
Austria
colony
maintained.
is not growing at all.
It takes a long time. Is it tropical?
Yeah, it's arid, so it's like a -20.
Oh,
so,
yeah. You get stuck for quite a while.
So yeah, it's literally growing at +0 per year, so that's not good.
I have to wonder about the AI sometimes. France has a 40 stack sitting on a 24 weight province. I'd love to know what level of attrition he's taking right now. It's probably insane.
I think you can hold your mouse up to the little skull icon and it'll tell you.
Oh, sure does.
All right. I have expanded.
Taking 3% attrition.
Yeah, I would abandon this colony, but there's absolutely nothing else in my current colonial range. It's
Yeah.
Diplotech that gets your colonial range up, right?
Correct.
So I'm just gonna have to wait and get that. So I won't get the Conquistador first. Because at this rate, yeah, I'll get a new Diplotech before I get any more settlers in this freaking province.
Mm-hmm.
See, you've accepted peace. Oh, holy crap.
Hmm?
You took all of Pomerania.
I did. I also took a couple vassals out of that war. I now have Lüneburg and Bremen as my vassal, in addition to
Dude, you
Mecklenburg
gotta be
and Saxe
careful.
Luxembourg.
You gotta be seriously careful because
You are in a coalition now.
Yeah,
A coalition of one, but you know.
Yeah, it's just Magdeburg, so I'm going to cool down for about 10 years.
Yeah,
and
you got to.
just let things go.
Last time Vindy and I did a Brandenburg Hansa game, we got our asses handed to us by very, very angry coalitions.
Yeah. Well, so my thing is I don't want to vassalize out these nations until I can get some diplomats out on the majority of the HRE. I need to at least get like a +100 to the major nations so they don't join that coalition. Because, yeah, it gets rather dangerous. Yeah, there goes the Hansa.
85 settlers in my colony.
But yeah, so I'm kind of in a cool down period for quite a while over here.
You're in timeout. Oh, you got more people joining.
Yeah, the Hansa just joined in.
Popped off.
They're not dangerous. I mean, my vassals could kill them, but
that's some nice territory too, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the majority of the Lübeck trade node right now.
Lübeck and Hamburg are some very, very nice territories.
Yes. Yeah, I just need to get up a trade fleet so I can start controlling a little bit more of it. But Brandenburg is moving very nicely. I think I can go after the Teutonic Order without incurring too much of a aggressive expansion penalty to the west, so I might be able to do that as well. But that's 5 years out, so got some time to get these guys out of that. What's really nice is I've got Bohemia friendly to me right now. They're not upset, which is odd. So I got really lucky with my initial setup and rivals.
I actually have a larger army than France. Interesting.
They've got some issues right now.
He has a 334 general, though. Jeez.
Oof.
Ugh. Of course, actually, I guess I have a 333 and a 243, so...
Yeah, right on there. All right.
I'm going to guarantee the independence of Tunisia and then immediately revoke it. Just so they like me for a brief moment in mission time.
Okay.
Poor Tunisia. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Sicily independent before.
It happens.
They probably won't last long. Naples has got them in their sights, I'm sure.
It's a very strategic interest in the Mediterranean, so...
Oh, the Naples is still under a PU with Aragon. Gosh, that'd be an easy war for them to get into right now.
Yeah, Aragon's fleet's still smashed. They've got 6 ships.
Naples could get in there and capture Sicily, or release themselves and go after Aragon. All they'd have to do is sit there. They don't need to. They get a ticking war score right off the bat as a PU, don't they? They just have to hold their capital. Is the war goal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, if you just have to hold your capital, you get an instant ticking war score.
Do I have rivals? Oh, I'm missing one. Bohemia, Denmark, Poland. I guess Denmark is the only one I can go after. You're rivaled with Denmark, aren't you, Vindy?
Yes.
Alright. They like me right now, but I think I need to get in there and embargo
Gotta do what you
them.
gotta do with them.
Yeah. Denmark, Norway, Sweden is very dangerous to me, but I can call Poland and Austria in on that if I need to. And you.
My colony has 135 people.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yes, it will. But it literally is the only place I can colonize right now. I've checked around. Because I really would pull out at this point and go somewhere else where the growth is faster, but it's not going to happen.
Indeed.
I'm tempted to go for Cape Verde before I go for Bermuda, if I can. Just because that's sort of a jumping point off for Castile, and if I can stop Castile from colonizing ahead of me, I'd really like to.
Ooh, Venice and Austria are getting uppity.
I should probably improve relations with my vassal Granada, or they'll declare independence or something.
Alright, I can build an 11-ship navy. Time to build 11 barks.
Portuguese military bonus. Tech 4, baby. Fear the Portuguese.
Fear the Portuguese.
Manowar?
Manowar.
So, I am at a 5% war score, but I have the capital now. But I've lost my 2 territories in France. So we might be here for a little bit.
Who's the war leader?
France.
Ah, they snuck it out underneath you. The war goal is Lothian, or Yorkshire, Ayrshire, right? Somewhere in
Ayrshire.
Scotland. Yeah, Ayrshire. Okay. So you just gotta hold out, because they can't do much more to you. You've got your navy out in the Straits of Dover doing blockading.
Yep.
Colonial
all I
company
can
goes
do.
bankrupt. Lose 50% of my settlers or 50 money. Oh, game. 50
Well,
money.
look at it though, because 50 money is kind of meh. But if you've got no settlers there, I mean,
I had 185, and it's growing so slow. If I kill half of that, I know it's not much, but
It's
if
another
I kill
couple
half
years.
of that, that's a year at
Yeah.
this point. I get no natural growth because it's a desert and no one actually wants to go to frickin' Africa. And then the settlers have a 16.5% chance of attacking extra settlers, which appears to be about 15 every time he does it. So yeah, when you said it'll be a while, you weren't kidding. Need that colonial range.
Alright. Got my advisors set. I think we're good. Oh, you know what really sucks is my heir is 39 and my king is 40. They're both going to die at the exact same time.
Oops.
That's not good. Because I'm either going to get 2 stability hits or I'm going to get ejected from the game.
All right, that is our timer. Do we want to go ahead and pause it here?
Yep.
All right, so it's been a productive game. I've sieged out Scotland and have pretty much vassalized all of Ireland except for 2 stubborn little provinces, but we'll get those. Street, you've had a pretty good war.
Yeah, Brandenburg has grown almost exponentially. We conquered
Exponential.
all of exponentially, like a
Exponential.
but better. We've conquered all of Pomerania, taking all of their countries or provinces, which is fantastic because coastal provinces equals trade. And I've vassalized Lüneburg and Bremen, adding to my collection of cards, which also includes Saxe, Lüneburg, and Mecklenburg. Unfortunately, that brings me over my diplomatic relations limit, but we're dealing with that.
You don't have a 000, so...
No.
And Comassion, you...
Well, I was successful in vassalizing Granada, which was very handy, and Portugal did get its first colony in Rio de Oro, but it is growing at an abysmal rate, and I am looking for alternative options. I think what I'm going to try doing is seeing if Castile will grant me fleet basing rights, and see if that's enough to get me a colonist on the Cape Verde Islands.
Excellent.
Interesting.
All right. So, gonna end it here. See you all next time. Hope you enjoyed.